What? Oh my god. The Monika route starts right here. I... Oh my god, I didn't think that would happen. Shit, I'm not even prepared to record. Uh... Well, basically everything is just recording, isn't it? So... Yeah, okay, good. Then, well... Hey guys, hope you're all crispy and crunchy. It's Serial Matty here, and... Apparently, Monika's route starts right from the beginning. It's just... First line, BAM! New content. And... we're instantly faced by a decision, which I am known to fail at them, or to make things worse by deciding on the wrong things, whatever. So let me just say right away. It's an ordinary school day, but obviously something feels different. But even so, as usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always used to tell myself that it's about time I go out and meet some girls or something like that. Well, there's already one girl here. Huh, that girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Oh my god, sorry, I really wasn't prepared for recording. I was just getting to skip like all the usual game stuff, but this isn't usual game stuff. I've just eaten and now I'm full of burps, but I apologize on that front. So, we used to walk to school together on days like this. Recently, we've picked up that habit once again.
Matty, are you proud of me?
For what?
You know, for waking up on time.
Well, you've been doing that for a while now.
Uh-huh. But you never even said anything about it. Even though we walk to school together every day.
Well, yeah, I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud.
Come on, please. It's good motivation.
Fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori.
Hehehe.
We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we get closer to the school, the streets become increasingly crowded.
By the way, Matty, have you decided on a club to join yet?
I have.
Ooh, tell me.
It's a secret.
Aww.
I'll tell you when we go back home.
Okay, but that's a promise.
It's a bit embarrassing to say, really. A feeling of wanting to meet other girls. I've been feeling a little differently lately. As if my destined meeting was just around the corner. It all started when I saw a flyer for the literature club. I didn't really have a lot of interest in literature, but I felt some kind of pull. It's really strange. There's going to be a lot of club recruiting today, so I've been working up the nerve to go. Well, this is just the situation of the average player of DDLC Purist mod. Oh my gosh, this game looks so cute. There are so many incredibly cute girls. I mean, I don't care about literature, but there are girls. So, yeah, I know. Yeah, whatever. The school day is as ordinary than ever, and it's over before I even know it. I tried to focus today, but the thought of going to the literature club made me nervous for some reason. Maybe I should just rest for a bit and calm myself down. No, I can't do that. I just have this feeling I can't run away. Like, I was supposed to go. Oh, yeah, kind of. I leave the classroom right away, running into Sayori in the hall. Passing by her, I say hello before ducking into the bathroom. It's not all that embarrassing, but I kind of wanted to surprise Sayori as well. After all, she's the vice president of the literature club. I wait about 5 minutes before leaving the bathroom. Then I take the path up to the room that was advertised on the flyer. It's up the stairs in an area of the school I rarely visit, since it's used by the third years. I take a breath outside this clubroom door before putting my hand on the handle. Before I can pull it aside, the door slides open.
Ah, Matty, what a night.
Monika, a girl in my class last year and the most popular girl in my school year, pauses halfway through her sentence.
What are you doing here?
I came to join the literature club.
But you're not supposed to be here alone. It's only with, say...
Both of us hear a cry of joy.
No way! Ah!
Monika steps out of the way as Sayori almost tackles me as she wraps her arms around me. Sayori, please let go of me. Or get off me, whatever.
I'm just so happy you're here.
The two of us step into the room, where a closed door behind us.
Huh? So you're the Matty that Sayori's always talking about.
Thank you for stopping by.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Matty. Please enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's going to think we're really strict or something.
Sorry, but... She gives a small but a confident smile. It's just the way I like to do things. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others, but still seems pretty assertive. The shorter girl nods.
I know, but it's not... not everyone's going to be so open.
By comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, came off as really assertive, but showed a hint of compassion there.
Come on, Monika, say something. You're our president, and we just got a new member.
Right. Monika clears her throat and puts on a smile.
Welcome to the Literature Club. I'm Matty. I'm glad you decided to join us.
Thank you, Monika. Even though she's smiling, I swear Monika is glaring at me.
I didn't know you knew Monika, Matty.
We were only in the same class this year, that's all. We didn't talk very often, either.
Well, you got to know her at this club then. And everyone else too.
Natsuki laughs from the side.
Well, I guess if Sayori is this happy to have you here, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around.
Sorry, something fell off my kitchen counter. Great. I smile a little awkwardly at her comment, deciding to take it as a compliment. Thanks, I'll try not to bring anyone down.
I'm sure you won't, Matty.
She pauses and looks over my shoulder.
Monika, you're unusually quiet. You were very happy at the prospect of getting a new member just the other day. Sorry, Well, let me just say that I'm surprised, is all. I was happy that we might get a new member, but I wasn't very sure of it happening. So I'm still in shock, it's all. Especially because it's someone I know. Oh well, we can celebrate a new member though, right? Yeah!
What an appropriate day for that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Matty, Natsuki even made... Hey, don't ruin the surprise!
Let me guess, it's cupcakes.
Sorry.
I'll go prepare some tea.
Oh, let's get the desk set up first.
So Yari, Monika, and I push some of the desks around to form a table. Yuri and Natsuki walk over to the back corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling a bit of awkwardness with Monika, I take a seat next to Sayori, who nudges me when she catches me sneaking a glance at Monika. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What?
Natsuki lifts off the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
I hear Monika start talking, but she coughs as if to clear her throat.
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monika, then I take one.
It's delicious!
Sorry, I don't know how to do that. Sayori talks with her mouth full and already has managed to get icing all over her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Huh? I get a feeling I've seen this before. It's the same feeling I had earlier today, where something feels different. Well, I kinda agree with you. Something feels very different. But is this Monika? We'll find out. I'm broken out of my thoughts by a small nod from Monika, who narrows her eyes at me. Then I notice Natsuki. I didn't notice Natsuki's quiet. She's also sneaking glances in my direction. It's kind of like Monika wants me to play the role I'm supposed to in normal DDLC, not Purist mod, just normal DDLC. And where everyone else is acting normal, and only Monika and I know that we're in a mod and something is different, and we should try to not kind of, I don't know, distract her, distract all the other characters, and so on and so on. Yeah, she's also sneaking glances in my direction. She must be waiting for me to take a bite. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I swear I've heard this line before.
Yes, I can assure you, Matty, you have.
Made them for you or anything. But I'm glad you like them. Natsuki smiles. It's a very small smile, but it's sincere. I simply nod and end the conversation there. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down to the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess. And Monika's voice fades away before she goes completely silent, the rest of her sentence being cut off.
Are you okay, Monika? Can I get some canned coffee from the vending machines? It might wake you up.
Monika quickly snaps to attention and shakes her head.
No, I'm fine. But, Matty, don't let yourself be intimidated. Yuri's only trying to impress you. That's not... I really do think tea is good for reading, Monika. Sorry, I couldn't help but try to tease you.
Something's very off. For some reason, a look of confusion flashes across Monika's face after saying this before she mysteriously nods to herself.
I see.
I jump into the conversation to make it less awkward. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I guess I can see where you're coming from. I've heard that line somewhere, and I've heard me stumbling over words like for the past few months. I'm glad. Yuri smiles faintly to herself before going to her seat. Monika raises an eyebrow as she looks at me, then Yuri, then back to me before turning her attention back to the cupcake in front of her.
Well, Matty, what made you choose the literature club? From what Yuri has told me, you seem more interested in anime and video games.
I shoot Yuri a dirty look. Truthfully speaking, I was afraid of this question. Maybe the truth isn't the best idea for now. Well, I saw the flyer a while back and came here since I wanted to broaden my horizons. Sure, watching anime and reading visual novels is fun, but I thought reading books might be good too. Sorry, I was just caught by the visual novels. Because, let's face it, this is a visual novel, and not just a creepy visual novel as the original game, but a real visual novel. Though, I know I'm probably not going to stick with it alone, so I thought maybe having a club could help as well.
I see. Well, we'll make sure you'll feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Thanks. I'm surprised though. How come you decided to join your own club? You were the president of the debate club last year.
Well, you know, I wanted something different. You know, rather than just going through the motions, I wanted to take the reins of something. And if it also encourages others to get into literature, then that's also a plus. Monika really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people though. Starting a club must be hard.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all their effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah! We'll do our best.
You know it!
I can already feel a bond with these girls, seeing them smiling as they agree with Monika. She must have worked really hard to find these three to work with her. Maybe that's why they were all delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though keeping up with their level of enthusiasm for literature might be hard.
So, Maddie, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, I mutter manga quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I take it.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. I look to the side and see Yuri grinning ear to ear. It looks like she's pretty happy I'm trying to get along with them.
Hey, Yuri!
Yes?
Well, about, the first thing he said.
Manga?
Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it!
For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it.
Besides, manga is literature too, you know? So, if Maddie wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything.
Natsuki, I would never do such a thing.
Whatever he'd like to read, that's fine with me. Oh, hey, Matty. I think I remember one of the titles you mentioned to me being something Natsuki read. Oh, but I can't remember the name.
It was my favorite one, Yuri, and its name is Parfait Girls. The name is really embarrassing to say out loud, but it's actually a good series. I see all the girls around the room looking at me with those shocked expressions. Whoa, oh my god, I'm sorry. That must sound awful. Look, the beginning might have been slow, but all of the characters get really well developed as time passes. I get oddly defensive about it, but that might also be my embarrassment. It doesn't exactly sound like something a guy would read. Admittedly, I got lured by the cover and it hooked me from the start.
So, you like that manga too? Oh yeah, don't you read it all the time, Natsuki? I don't read it all the time. I really like reading it here though.
So Yuri gets up from her seat and puts her hands on Natsuki's shoulders. Oh, sorry.
Your cupcakes, your poems, even the manga you read. It's all just as cute as you are.
There you go.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Sometimes I guess.
Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes?
Well, maybe. I'd say you wouldn't like them, but... Well, I think I have a good idea of your taste, so maybe you might. But you still might not think they're good.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing your own writing takes more than only confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities to your readers, of course.
Do you have any writing experience too, Monika?
Monika, Yuri.
Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki.
I guess it's the same. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Yuri smiles as if to mock herself.
To say all of that and not practice my own words, how hypocritical of me. Don't say that. But I didn't want to read everyone's poems.
Everyone sits in silence for a moment. It hangs a little longer than I thought it would. All of us turn our heads to Monika as she makes a sound.
Oh. Did you think of something, Monika? Well, I might have something.
Monika seems to nod to herself and mutters something that we can't hear before putting on a smile.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Let me guess, it's writing a poem. Natsuki and Yuri look at Monika with questioning looks on their faces.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get to know each other a little more and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Matty?
Monika smiles warmly at me once again, but I can't help but feel it's a bit hollow. Yeah, that sounds alright.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so we can all share.
Monika looks over me once more.
Maddie, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
I don't know why I felt a small chill from that. Yeah. Kind of really expresses class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey Maddie, since you're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, so Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us start to leave the club room. However, as I walk past Monika to reach the door, I hear...
Everything is different. Just what's going on?
I don't know what to make of it, so I try to push it out of my head for now. Yeah, the whole way back my thoughts begin to wander. I know I said I felt like I'd have a chance meeting someone at the literature club, but just, who was it though? Was it Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri? Or maybe it was even Monika? I don't know just yet.
Hey Matty.
What is it, Sayori?
I'm so glad you joined the literature club. I was planning on bringing you there, but I didn't have to. It's almost like it was fate.
Maybe.
But sorry if Monika came off as a bit distant or weird today. She's not normally like that. Maybe she's sick.
No, she isn't.
I know her. She was coughing and kind of tired.
Maybe.
I should check up on her tomorrow. I really hope she's okay.
I do too, Sayori. With that, we continue our walk in silence, my thoughts drifting again. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most out of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh. I thought we would skip to the poem writing section, but apparently we don't. I actually expected also to have a Monika option now. But oh, wait. Maybe it does make sense that we can write a poem now. But because if we still had the opportunity to write a poem for the other girls, then we might as well could write one for them and kind of getting closer to them and leading to another route. But this is obviously Monika's route, so we're destined to be with her. Just a theory, though. Favorite noise. I seem to have come down with a serious case of writer's block. Well, your previous poems already have been just, as I like to call it, still amalgamation of words. But anyway, I've been staring at the blank page in front of me for 30 minutes now. Nothing's coming to mind at all. You can still write just words as doki doki, determination, jump, boop, or whatever. And just make that something. Yeah, I look around the room trying to find a source of inspiration. See a book that I bought a few days ago on my shelf. It was bought on a whim this past weekend. Part of my motivation to go to the literature club. Have a book to talk about, something like that. I reach up and pull it from the shelf, reading the title. Oh ho! Portrait of Markov. Whoa, that's the book Yuri reads, by the way, if anyone hasn't noticed. So, actually, now we've been reading Parfait Girls. We bought the Portrait of Markov. So, actually, we got something that fits Natsuki and Yuri. So we'll probably come across something that fits Sayori as well. Oh, I'm interested. What was that sound? I'll weigh it in my hands for a bit. Even though this is the first time I've picked it up since it has a familiar weight to it. Yeah. Most like this book should have some special value to me. But that kind of thinking is strange. This weird feeling still hasn't gone away either. Seeing it all before. I guess I can try to write about that. Not just to pick some words that go along with it. Well, something around the poem. Yeah, I know this. What am I supposed to do here? First of all, saving. That was weird. It was kind of a double click sound. Anyway, okay. This is still the same as before. I think we still have the same words, at least. I know graveyard, whisper, lazy, essence, valentine, philosophy? Do we have that? I guess. After image, whirlwind, jump, and journey. We all have that. So, and there's no Monika chibi down here. I wish there was one, but there isn't. So I said, or my character said, that I should write something about the portrait of Markov, or something that refers to it. So should we write a poem for Yuri now? Because she is reading the portrait of Markov as well. I'll try that. I'll just try that. And I'll go with graveyard. Huh. Yeah. I'm just looking for words I don't know yet. Hoping that they would suit Monika, but I know all words. And still want to pick intellectual, probably. So this is for Yuri. Alright. We'll see what happens. I slide open the door to the literature club room. Good afternoon. As soon as I say this, there's a loud crashing sound. Everyone looks over, finding Monika, who tripped over a desk, catching herself. Oh Jesus! You still you definitely are acting weird, Lee. She quickly regains her composure and walks over to me.
Hi again, Matty. Glad to see you came back.
Monika pauses before nodding.
You didn't run away on us.
Don't worry. It might sound a little strange, but I always try to keep my word.
Is that so? Well, dependable people are always appreciated.
Ooh.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Matty.
I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Well, I'm trying new things is good, right?
Yeah, I suppose. I'm still surprised though, Matty. Last year you didn't even want to join any clubs. But then suddenly you came here, wanting to join.
I guess that's true. I can't explain it very well.
You said yesterday that you wanted to broaden your horizons. What about that?
I said that, sure, but I don't know. One day I was lying in bed and I guess I suddenly felt the need for literature. I had a weird dissatisfaction with anime and games all of a sudden. Then I saw the flyer and everything sort of clicked. I still like manga and anime though.
It's fine, Matty. Besides, I was worried about you becoming a NEET if you didn't try a new club.
Everyone else has a small laugh at my expense over it. Well, I guess I should teach you how to clean your room. You did almost set your house on fire that one time, yeah.
Let's not talk about that. You two are really good friends, aren't you?
I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Matty can become good friends too. I hope we can all get closer this year as well. I'm really happy here. Especially with Matty now in the club. You really are a bright ball of sunshine, huh? Yep. Especially because of Matty.
Sayori. I raise my voice to interject, but I'm swiftly defeated by her smile. Well, I guess as long as she's happy. Oh, right. I reach into my bag and pull out the book from last night. Yuri's eyes light up as soon as she sees it. I picked it up a while ago on a whim, but do you know if it's any good? You shouldn't read it based on my own review though. But I did enjoy it. It does have a few horror themes in it, so it might not be your liking if you don't like that sort of thing. Well, perhaps we could discuss that, what you think of it chapter by chapter. I definitely will. I say it a little too enthusiastically and turn my head away. And I'll make time to read it. You don't have to force yourself. Yuri nods as if to hammer in that fact.
If you force yourself to read it, you won't enjoy it as much. So if you want to read other things as well, that's fine. Like if you wanted to read manga.
At this, I see Natsuki's looking at us out of the corner of her eye. She's spying on us.
Natsuki, you don't have to be afraid. I'm not afraid, huh?
Whatever.
But I would like to hear your opinion of Parfait Girls. It's hard to find people who would actually read manga, so... Yeah. There's a lot of people who think manga is still only for kids.
That's pretty dumb. That's pretty dumb.
I know. There's stories for everyone. And you're never too old for a particular type of storytelling.
Definitely. I'll probably have to read from the beginning again. I know it's my favorite series, but I haven't read it in a while, is all.
Well, we can do the same thing as you and Yuri. Just read whatever you want. So if you read Parfait Girls, we can talk about it.
Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan, yeah. I turn around, finding Monika sitting alone at the front of the room. Ooh. Some new piece of music. Da, da, da. Yeah. Yuri and Sayori seem to have struck up a conversation. And Natsuki went back into the closet. I go up to Monika and poke her on the shoulder. She turns her head around and looks at me.
Oh, it's you, Matty. Sorry, you gave me a bit of a scare.
Thinking hard about something?
Yes.
I see Monika glance over at the others.
Why don't you go talk with the others?
I did, but you also seemed a little distant. Sayori said yesterday you might be sick. Are you sure you're feeling well?
I'm fine, Matty. But thanks for asking. You can go talk to the others now. I'll be fine.
This girl seriously doesn't want me to talk to her, huh? Alright. But, you know, Monika, I'd like to be friends with you too. She gives me another smile.
I'd like to be friends with you too, Matty. Sorry if I come off as distant or anything like that. I just have a lot on my mind recently.
Well, if you ever want someone to talk to, I try to give a cool smile back. I mean, sometimes a guy's perspective on things might be useful too. So, yeah. I stumble right at the end. Monika looks at me before giggling.
Thanks, Matty. I'll keep it in mind. Well, how about this? What would you do if you felt like you had all the control you ever needed, but then suddenly found it taken away from you?
I pause, trying to think of the answer. Well, I'd like to get control back. Or at least I'd like to feel like I had it back. But if I actually was that powerless, I might just try to make the best of it. So you're unconsciously giving her advice of what to do now? Probably. Yeah, just theorizing. I can't control everything, right? Sometimes all you can do is stick with things and hope they'll get better, I suppose. Monika looks a bit saddened at this answer. She sighs and nods. I guess that's true. She gives me a small smile this time. One that makes my heart ache, rather than go aflutter to see it on her face.
Can't control everything, huh? Thanks, Matty.
Even if she says that, it still hurts to see her like that. Monika must have something weighing it down a lot on her. Well, thanks for asking me. That trust me enough to ask something like that. You must be dealing with something pretty heavy, huh?
Sort of.
Well, I know I probably have no place to say this, but I'm sure you can share it with the other club members too. They're all here for you. I think they'd all be sad to know if something was crushing on you like this. I see Monika blink a few times before nodding.
Maybe. But sometimes you just know that some people might not be able to help. Though, thanks for saying that, Matty. I'm glad. I'm glad that you think that of them.
Well, they're happy right now, right? They seem to be really happy being here as well, so... It just wouldn't be fair if the president couldn't find happiness at her own club, right?
Yes. Oh, look at the time.
Monika jumps to her feet.
Okay, everyone.
Everyone looks up from their various activities.
Did everyone write a poem last night?
Yeah. My heart's racing again. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. That feeling I had last night was good inspiration, but I'm still pretty unskilled at writing. These are mumbles of admission that go around the room, save for Sayori, who triumphantly pulls her poem out of her bag. It's wrinkled and looks like it was torn out of a spiral notebook. Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook, and I see her pristine handwriting. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same as well. Wasn't this the music Natsuki's and Yuri's specific mod plot began to? I think it is, but anyway. Whom should I show my poem first? I kind of want to spare Monika for last. Because of reasons. Because she might be the most interesting character for now. Since it's her route. So I'll go with one by one. In that order. I'm definitely most comfortable with sharing it with Sayori. She's my good friend after all.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Matty.
Eh?
I love it. I know you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I've no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Maddie poem. And that makes me feel extra special. Makes it feel extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention that the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Matty. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Yup, it's the same poem as in the original game, but with different background music. Well, sorry that I just skip it, but we know it. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I'll still try my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monika's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Next up is Natsuki. Alright, and there's only Monika left, and now I'm really excited what's about to happen. Monika looks from my poem, stares into my face, then looks back down at the poem. She repeats this several times before handing my poem back to me. That bad, huh?
No! Rather, it's... You said you've never written poems before, so it's a bit surprising. The themes are... Can I ask what it made you write this?
Well, Monika already opened herself up to me today, so I think I can tell her. I was lying in bed when I thought about that feeling. That I was kind of drawn here. I was kind of unnatural too. I had the idea in mind, but then I just started putting words on the paper. It was kind of a blur actually. When I finished writing it, I didn't know what to think. So I decided to use that first draft. If it wasn't bad to me, that was good enough.
Well, it's good. I like it at least. It wasn't very difficult, but it wasn't very metaphorical either. Some people might be upset by that. You should pick one and stick with it for the poem. Otherwise, it keeps starting without going anywhere. But you managed to pull it off without doing that. I'm impressed. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easier for me to keep, if I keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts if I put some effort.
That's not very fair, but it worked. Well, keep doing your own thing, Matty. Just keep exploring and trying new things.
It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
Yes, I really want to.
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Well, it seems to be the same as the original poem, so nothing new here. I'm still curious.
So, what do you think of it?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was your inspiration?
What's the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of comforting coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on one specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. So just move your hand right away into his heart. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
And he disappears. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. Though Monika seemed to be in real disbelief I wrote something like that. I guess this is a literature club enough. It's what I signed up for. I look across the room, finding Yuri and Natsuki exchanging papers in tandem. As they read each other's poem, I notice their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Yuri smiles sadly. I can already feel the rising tension in the air. Natsuki's mouth moves ever so slightly. Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki hands the poem back to Yuri, who with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. I know that. How would I put this? It seems very simple. Well, I don't like writing very complicated about obtuse metaphors.
Obtuse? The room suddenly becomes supercharged as the two begin to confront each other.
It was very roundabout, yeah? That's just my writing style. I won't be changing it anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't. And Matty liked my poem too, you know? He even was impressed by it.
Oh no. I know exactly where this is going. Me too.
Oh?
Natsuki stands up, a smile forming on her face.
I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our newest member, Yuri. That's not what I...
What am I doing here too? Standing around and watching this train wreck? But I can't get involved in it, though. Then... I'm sorry. Oh my god. I just love this frame. Like, you see Yuri and Natsuki, and there's just... Monika! Oh my god, I'm sorry. Ah, that's good. Well, I guess I'm a pig. Monika! Eh? Everything stops for a second. Probably as everyone realizes how loudly I yelled that. So I wasn't wrong with yelling that. Haha.
Oh, right.
I could swear that wasn't... Here Monika mutters something before she walks over to the two of them.
Natsuki, Yuri?
Both of them look away, clearly ashamed of the display.
I know you two are very pronounced about your styles, but there's no need to argue like this. Talking about preferences is fine, but Natsuki trying to imply something about Yuri is a low blow. That being said...
Monika interrupts Yuri, who was about to speak.
Yuri, you shouldn't attempt to use Maddie's thoughts about your poem as a way to boost your credibility. I won't ask you two to apologize to each other, but remember that we're here to enjoy literature, not to fight over our preferences. Got it!
Yeah, understood, Monika.
Well, anyway, back to what we were doing.
With that, Monika turns around and starts walking back to her desk, shooting me a look. It's definitely not a thankful look, that's for sure. Come on, I didn't do anything wrong, I think. If you'll excuse me, I'm off to make some tea. With that, Yuri quickly excuses herself from the room. It seems like I was looking in Natsuki's direction for too long as she turns away from me. So Yuri moves in to talk with her, pulling her into a hug that Natsuki originally resists, but eventually lets herself to be comforted. I hastily retreat back to my desk and await the end of the day. About 10 minutes later, Yuri comes back into the room. She and Natsuki pass each other without a word, deciding the best course of action is not to get involved. I simply stare out the window and watch the scene play out in the reflection. Sayori whispers something to Natsuki, who gives another huff, but Sayori seems to be a little more insistent on whatever they're talking about. With some more prodding, Natsuki is released from Sayori's hug and awkwardly shuffles towards Sayori. I can't make out exactly what they're saying, but it doesn't seem like there's any tension anymore. I look over at Monika as this is going, who has a small smile on her face, maybe at seeing all of this, but it quickly vanishes after she closes her eyes and mumbles something to herself. Huh? I turn away before Monika can catch me looking at her.
Matty?
I noticed Sayori came over to me without me noticing. Sayori smiles at me.
Good job.
About what? Sayori leans down and whispers.
Helping with, what just happened?
Oh, well, it's, instinct. It sounded like I was about to get involved, so I panicked.
Well, I'm glad everyone stopped fighting. Someone just had to speak up, is all. So I'm glad you did,
It's nothing.
if you say so. But it isn't it isn't nothing to me. I really love this club and everyone here.
With that, Sayori pulls away and flashes another grin before walking over to Monika. I guess that's why Sayori's vice president, huh? I probably called on Monika since she was the president, but Sayori definitely seems like the mood maker of the club. If anything like this happens again, I can definitely call on her.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to go home. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright, mostly.
Matty, how about you? Yeah, I could say the same. It was neat talking with everyone.
Great. In that case, let's do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from everyone too. That way, your poems will turn out even better.
Well, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Other than Monika, anyway. Why? She seemed more bewildered about my poem than anything else. I guess that somewhat impressed her. She couldn't believe that I had written it. If I want to do it again, I'll probably do what I did before then.
Matty? Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go.
Hehe.
Sayori beams at me. It has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Though, I can't say I'm not enjoying it. Alright. Sayori? About what happened earlier?
What about it?
Natsuki and Yuri, does that happen often?
No. This is actually the first time I've seen them act like that at all. They're usually so nice and accommodating. It might just be because this poem writing thing was more personal.
I guess so.
You don't hate them, do you?
Of course not. Well, I just wanted your opinion.
Phew. You know, Matty, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone else is what makes me the happiest. Even Monika seems to be back to her normal self today.
Monika, huh? She did seem kind of distant the other day, but she seemed a lot friendlier today. Much more fitting in the role of club president, even if she was surprised to see me there.
I think everyone really likes you too.
Hey, that's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
Jeez, I hope so too. But something keeps itching at the back of my head. It's probably nothing. Still, though, I wonder if I'll be more than friends with any of them. I guess we'll just have to see about that, Sayori.
Okay.
I guess it means I'm writing a poem tonight. And... okay. I start looking up at the ceiling again. It's been about an hour now, and I'm still stuck. What to even write about? I don't know. I'm drawing a serious blank. My mind wanders back to what Monika said earlier today. Unable to control things. When I think about these words, I can't help but resonate with them. Not on the level of that's just how life is, there is always something out of control, but on something greater than that. I don't really know how to describe it. It's sort of like I can't understand what she means. Not being in control at all, something like that. Well, I guess I can write about that. Not to specifically impress Monika or anything, but maybe I can let her know that I can understand what she's going through. After all, she is way out of my league. I might be able to impress her, but even I know that it's not going to mean she'll suddenly want to be closer to me. Well, probably not impress her on second thought, considering her reaction to my poem. Still, there's no shame in at least trying. Not just think of some words. There you go. That's what you usually do, right? Okay, I was just curious. These were things before. Anyway, oh my god. I think I've been recording for over an hour now. Jesus, my mouth is getting dry. Well, that was a long episode and quite unplanned to start right from the beginning, but what can I do about it? It's kind of interesting to see that something's clearly off with Monika, and that yeah, she notices that it isn't a typical like program that runs. Something's wrong. But yeah, again, it's still it's Monika's route, so it kind of just seems logical. Anyway, my God, I need to pause for a second. But I'll write the poem that lies in front of us tomorrow, and I hope I'll see you all then. So have a nice day until then, and again, I'll see you all. I should work on my outro, seriously. This is just embarrassing.